A bunch of marshmallows. That's what one angry constituent called members of Congress while giving Senator John McCain a piece of his mind at a town hall meeting. McCain is not the only lawmaker facing enough heat to make s'mores with over potential military action in Syria. Our Athena Jones has the story.
We sent you to stop the war.
If we shoot a, quote, shot over the bow and aren't willing to finish the battle, we're worse off than we started.
Across America, people are showing up to have their voices heard on Syria.
I think we should stay the hell out of it.
And by and large, they're not happy. From Arizona to Missouri to Alabama, senators got an earful from their constituents about whether missile strikes are a good idea.
We put missiles in there, it's not going to do anything. Boots are going to be on the ground.
This is what I think of Congress. They are a bunch of marshmallows.
It's their last chance to go face-to-face with the people who voted them into office before they head back to Washington and decide the country's course of action.
That's a good question.
Republican Senator Jeff Sessions says he hasn't decided whether he'll support missile strikes. On the one hand,
we cannot, as a nation, take it upon ourselves to take military action or declare war anytime any dictator in the world violates some UN, some treaty.
But on the other,
to turn down the president's request is not a matter to be lightly done.
Some in his town hall audience near Montgomery, Alabama, questioned the rationale for an attack.
I'm not sure it was a chemical weapons attack. I think it was a pesticide attack. I think that the Al-Qaeda could get a hold of pesticides. Yeah, I think it was set up to get the United States to come in there and do Al-Qaeda's dirty work.
It got more heated in Arizona, where Republican Senator John McCain, who supports strikes, faced a skeptical crowd.
People like me have to come to the people we represent and have a conversation with them and try to get all the facts out in front of them.
I do not believe we can differentiate between the good and the bad guys.
When are we going to start dealing with the major problems in this country?
Still, not everyone was opposed to action.
America is a big power, superpower, and we need you. I applaud Senator McCain for his staff.
This debate will matter. And so, because it will matter, what you have to say matters.
In Kansas City, Missouri, Democratic Congressman Emanuel Cleaver, who's against U.S. action in Syria, also heard from strike supporters.
This is not just the first red line that we have drawn and that he has crossed. He has been crossing red lines for 2.5 years.
But they were outnumbered by opponents.
I say we bail out of everybody and say, you guys are on your own.
And back in Washington, members on both sides of the issue say the word they're getting from constituents is a very loud no on military action.
I and the people I represent said not just no, but something like heck no. Don't get involved in this.
My constituents as well, overwhelmingly, are saying absolutely no to dragging us into another foreign war.
My job is to represent the people of Utah, and right now, we're just not convinced.
Athena Jones, CNN, Washington.